sorcerers and summoners, welcome back to Wonderland. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day playing some DSA, and I know this is probably a video for some of you that may be redundant or not necessary, but for those of you who are coming, let's say from Swaga, which I also play a little bit of, this may be a good guide for you, and for those who are just new to the game in general, of how to really navigate the whole layout of DSA, because I know for a lot of us, or a lot of you who are new to the game, this is probably the most difficult part, is just getting adjusted and figuring out how to do things in the overall layout and what to expect and whatnot. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you my actual free-to-play account that I started, but I probably won't be playing it at all or anything like that. It's just, I literally just opened up another account, and in the future, if I do plan on making this a true 100% free-to-play account, that's exactly what I will do, and I will make sure that you guys will see the progression and stuff like that. That's for a later video, but I also will be showing you my current account, which is at level 65, and I'm talking about around November of 2020, so just a little reference of when this video is being made. Raids have not dropped yet, but we will probably find out within the next week or two when raids will drop. So this is also another reason why I wanted to make this video, especially for those of you who are new to the game and are trying to figure out how everything works and layouts and stuff like that. I hope this will help you, because raids coming soon. Sure, there's a lot of new players out there who are wanting to know this information too. So anyways, guys, let's actually just get straight into it. Alright, so we are here in the account that I just started, and I just finished the tutorial and stuff like that, and we're just going to go through some basic things here. So on this right side here, this is more of your club focused stuff on this right side. On this left side, this is more personal stuff that you can do by yourself, and they really help you. And in the middle here are events. Now I am probably guessing we will see this expand. Maybe we can scroll more left to right, or they will add another section for raids, so expect that coming in the future. And probably as the game progresses, as this is only a 7-month-year-old game, going on 8 I believe, we are gonna see more things added, of course, to the game. Now we're going to focus on this right side here first. Now most of these things will be locked to you at the beginning, of course, except you can join a club right away. So that's one thing I also obviously suggest you guys is join a club, find a collective. I highly recommend you guys going to the DSA Discord, because you can find many collectives there and clubs and stuff like that. But of course, if you want to join me and my collective, we have, I believe we will have the right place for you. We have 7 clubs currently. We have 2 very competitive clubs, 4 mid-tier clubs, and 1 builder club. And for those of you who have some knowledge of other games, since it is a fresh game, there are many competitive clubs still and whatnot, so I would try maybe join like maybe a mid-tier or lower tier club until you build up your kits and your characters and stuff like that. Then you can go on and move on to those bigger clubs, but definitely check out our collective. Like I said, we have, I think, every skill set there for those of you who want to join a specific club. And also, I do prefer you guys, or I would not prefer, but I would suggest you guys to stick to a collective, because you can grow in that collective, because there's guaranteed those bigger collectives have a lower, mid, and upper tier teams, so definitely check those out. And there's a lot of benefits, obviously, of being in a club. I'm sure if you played Swaga, for instance, you will see the benefits in terms of donations and gear and stuff like that come from events from clubs. So anyways, let's get into the club events here. We have Club Dungeon. Now, Club Dungeon, I believe, is a unique feature for DSA. This is where you can get some club coins, and your team works through these floors, almost like a Towers of Endurance or Galactic War type of scenario. But you get, if win or lose, you get points, and once you get up into those upper like 50s and stuff, it's pretty easy to defeat them. Even before that, you can defeat them if you have a good roster. So this requires you to be level 10, which isn't too bad. It's pretty quick. You can get to level 10 probably in the first day, and you can probably unlock Club Dungeon as well as join a club as well. Now down below here you have Club Conquest. Now this is a little different. You have to be level 20, and I'll show you what that looks like later on, but this stuff is going to be important for you guys to understand. This is where the clubs currently really mash together and like mix, and really because like a battleground. It's 50 v 50 v 50, so you will see roughly 150 players going against each going against roughly each other. But it's going to be 50 v 100 basically at one sometimes. So it's a fun way to get good gear, good decent gear, and also have some good communication within your club and really bond and whatnot, and have fun just defeating stuff and whatnot. And in this middle section here, as you can see, there is the events section. So this is where you are going to see the events pop up for such as legendary events for Elsa and Baymax, and non-legendary characters like Jafar and Gizmo, but still good characters to unlock. That I would say we don't have anything like Galactic Legends yet, but we do have legendary characters, for instance, like Elsa and Baymax, but that's the equivalence. I'm trying to compare to Swaga, but I guess you could consider them at this point some type of Galactic Legends and characters like Gizmo, legendary characters, but I wouldn't do that. I just consider Elsa and Baymax legendary characters, and probably get something like a Galactic Legends character later on as well. But moving on from here, you will see the Sorcerer's Tournament, Towers of Endurance, and Summoners Challenges. So these challenges in Swaga are the exact same thing. Towers of Endurance, this is basically Galactic War, and also you have Sorcerer's Tournament over here, which is basically Squad Arena. So that's how it all works. You have to be level 11 to unlock Sorcerer's Tournament. You have to be level 22 to lock Towers of Endurance, and for Summoner Challenges, it's be level 15. So you will see these are very easy to attain, and they're very fun to do. To be honest, the better off you are in Sorcerer's Tournament, the faster you can really level up some characters. You get some good gear in Summoners Challenges, and also Towers of Endurance is how you level up your spells, which is something unique to DSA. I don't know what the equivalent would be in Swaga. I don't think there is one, so that's one thing unique to DSA. Now moving on, generally you would see as you can see, I'm only level 4, so you can't really see where my other energy is, but this is the Grand Campaign energy, and over where Grand Campaign is, this would actually shift over here, and where Grand Campaign is, you would see Elite Battles, or the Yellow Energy Hero and Villains campaign. So we'll actually go down there right now. So Grand Campaign, this is your Cantina battles. You're going to unlock pretty much only characters here, but there's some good characters in there as well to unlock. Basically, that's where you're going to get most of your characters. Heroes Campaign and Villains Campaign, there are some decent characters in here, but not the best, I would say. Except possibly, for instance, Honey Lemon is probably one of the better characters to get out of here, as she's an exclusive to these ones. So that's what, for new players, that's what would help you the most, I think, is understanding that this is where you will get some exclusive characters, and also some exclusive characters in Grand Campaign, but it just depends, and you have to obviously complete certain things to move on to these sections. For villains, you have to have 4 villains, and for Heroes Campaign, complete Grand Stage 2. So it's pretty simple to figure out how you're going to be able to unlock these things. And also you can see here PvP Arena, this unlocks level 27, so this is like literally going head to head. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've unlocked it in Swaga or played it yet, so that's also my fault for not knowing that. If you guys come from Swaga, I apologize for that. MSF players or any other players out there, I hope this is helpful for you guys as well, even though I don't know the equivalents yet. Now you can see here, this is where it'll show you my collection. This is like where your stats are at. I know club right now. I can change his profile picture to whatever I want, as long as I unlock these talismans or icons. You can get them in packs. Glue does drop some for free occasionally, so those are also nice as well. You see your PvP ranking here, your Sorcerer's Tournament ranking over here. These are 2 different things, obviously, and you can get different rewards from them respectively. And now moving on to this. Okay, I'll claim this. I guess I'll claim the Merida one as well. Why not? Moving to this section over here. Oh wait, before we get there, let's finish off the top here. So these are gold coins up here, and these are gems. The gems are very similar to the gems or crystals in Swaga. Pretty straightforward for that one. This is where you're going to find mail, and this is where you can also find good stuff from Glue. Glue is actually very responsible, I would say. So if they have like a maintenance time from, let's say, 1 to 2 p.m. and they go to 1 to 4 p.m., they will give you something for free. I don't know if Capital Games something does that, but it's a nice customer or clientele things. And also here is the news as well. Basically, the big status updates, or just the weekly updates that we get, they will post here as well. For those of you who don't know, DSA gets updates or news patch notes every Wednesday, and they come live anywhere between Wednesday evening and Thursday, so you will see them flutter in eventually one of those days. And it's pretty cool because I would say the communication from Glue is very good. They do updates very often, and you can see update 9.3, 9.30, update 10.7, update 10.21, update 10.28. So roughly every week they do it. If there's just like an event coming, they may not put it there. Just put it in their Discord because it's not necessary to do that. That's later on as well. And we're gonna go to your collection now. This is your characters or your roster, and you can go here. And what I like now is that I can't do it on this account yet, but you can put favorites, for instance, and you can go here, and you will see that later on in in my other account, which I'll show you. You can go to Downtown Villains, see, oh, I don't have any Downtown Villains characters, for instance. You can filter, filter them by rarity, and you can see, oh, their star levels and whatnot. And if you go to all, go back here, and it's pretty straightforward. You can do by gear tier. So you see Ariel moves up because she's a gear 2, so it's very easy to navigate this and kind of keep track of where you're going to need these characters to be to get to the next level, for instance. Unlike Swaga, for instance, we don't have the timeline or journey map, I believe is what it's called, where it shows you all like the legendary characters and galactic legends, for instance, and shows you the pathways to get them. There are good pictographs or diagrams on different Discord servers, so definitely go check them out. There's a lot of them. DM me on or join my Discord, and I can lead you guys to the right direction for that. And here are some spells as well. Some spells that you use. These I believe are unique to DSA, so these are great. The better spells I would say here don't get unlocked till you finish Tower 3 in Towers of Endurance or a Galactic War, the equivalency again, and they're going to be very helpful for you. Some of these are paid to get, so that's unfortunate, but hopefully they figure that out. Honey Pot here, this is actually not a spell that's usable yet, but hopefully that's a good warning for or foreshadowing for a Winnie the Pooh event, so that's something to look forward to as well. Go here to emotes. Glue does drop some emotes for free, but you can also purchase them in events that come about and whatnot. Talismans, here you can see again these icons. You can change your icon to, and I'll show you what it looks like on my other account. But basically, I think that's a pretty good overall view of what we have over here. Oh, the store, sorry, the store. The store, this is where you can get certain packs for characters. I highly do not recommend you guys spending anything in here. Spend all your crystals and gems on energy. Unless you are, going to be spending money in this game, go do whatever you want. But if you want to be more effective, I highly suggest you don't do that because it'll be a very bad waste of resources. Now it's more elaborate on my account, on my main account, because you'll see that later. And also here, daily quests. Sorry, I forgot this as well. You'll see the daily quests you have to complete, and also you have clubs quests that you need to complete to get club coins daily, and also lastly your lifetime quests here that you complete, and they'll be able to, once you complete them, you get gems and some Maleficent tokens, similar to getting some gems or crystals and Darth Vader tokens. And lastly over here is this pass holder that I believe we missed. Now pass holders require you to be level 10, but I will show you what they look like in my other account, and I would say they have gotten better. Very recently they've gotten better. These pass holders give you access to different types of gear and gold and etc like that, so definitely a benefit for this game. So next we're going to roughly go to my account, and you can see it's very different at this point. You can see many more things, a lot more things are unlocked. Club Conquest, this is what it looks like, and it's fully unlocked, and you can see we won this week. It was a pretty interesting week, and it was a pretty good win. It was a much needed win, to say the least. You can see the clubs here. I can see people from their summoner score. This is like their galactic power, and you can rank them. They get ranked and stuff like that. So just for those of you who want to know, I started in my club at 26,000 galactic power or summoner score, and I have obviously grown. Obviously the rosters change in this game very quickly because people flutter in and out, and I am in a very competitive club, so people will flutter in and out because either they aren't meeting the requirements or they are not wanting to be in a competitive club anymore. So that's something to keep in mind too. You can also see their join dates. You can see kind of like roughly when they've been playing. So Like I said, I've been part of this club since July, but we've had to rework some things, so we had to make another club, but that's a different story as well. You can see chat here within the club. You can see the system tells you what's been happening. You can separate them, kind of. You can have like a little friend. It's like your allies, but unlike Swaga, we don't have that 6th character ally to do campaigns and other events in the game. This is where your donations will also be, and you can also that's pretty much it. I thought there was more. So these things will keep on popping up. This bundle right here, actually not too bad, I would say, but I don't know if I would purchase it, because I kind of wish they bumped up this beta, because these two are like the ability tokens, so you need these. You need those a lot. And just to go over this passport here, you can see like things you can unlock: some energy, some gears, some character tokens as well, and you also get some talismans and emotes eventually as well. Now the gold one has some pretty good value this time around. The platinum one is much more expensive, but does bring you, of course, more, but it's just hard to justify everything, of course, to purchase something. And as someone who doesn't want to like drop a lot of money into there, I don't want to spend too much money on the game, so that's exactly why. Now, people are probably wondering, well, how do you have that many gems? Did you just hoard them all? No, I didn't. What's nice about DSA, and I would say this makes them a little bit more free-to-play friendly than other games such as Swaga, I'm not sure about MSF, is that we do have something called Tapjoy offers. So if I click here, it's going to be a little bright on the screen, but you can see we can do like some you can buy things, for instance, but you can see here, earn multiple rewards for playing picture cross, so I can play some certain games, and this allows me to get gems in the game. So for those free-to-play players, that's actually a way to boost yourself up and use those gems, and to be more effective if you want to go that route. And the games, some of them are good, of course, and some of them are absolutely terrible, so it's all up to you. I do recommend, for instance, doing the Star Trek game. Klondike's a good one as well, and so the picture cross isn't too bad, and the merge games are actually very good as well, very easy to do, so I would definitely highly recommend them, and you get some good amounts of gems. But I do caution you, don't do those until they're double gems to really maximize your ability to get gems, because you know, gems are gold in this game. They are just absolutely they're much needed to make yourself progress and have a good solid roster in this game. So that's what I would say for those Tapjoy offers. And I think one thing I forgot here is that for the club section is Club Dungeon. You can see you go through these floors, you fight characters, and you kind of do it as a club. Basically, there's 5 doors. You go through the level. There's 5 doors to choose from, and every time you choose a door, it'll get crossed off if it's wrong, and if you get it right, you move on to the next floor or next door. So if you work as a club, it's very doable. And if you do get if you do have the VIP pass, you get 1 more attempt, and you generally get 4 attempts, but with the VIP pass you get 5 attempts. We'll get to the VIP pass later on. This is your squad arena or sorcerer's tournament here, and this is where you can get those, what are those things called? You can get rewards here, obviously, for tournament coins and gems. I've been close to 1, but I usually flutter anywhere between this area and higher, so it's getting more and more competitive as people are really solidifying their teams right now for Big Hero 6. This is Galactic War Towers Endurance. You can see there's specific characters required for the towers, and I think I'm not exactly sure how Galactic War works in the long run, but this is where you do get spells, so it's very, very fun and easy to do. Summoners challenges, this is, like I said, where you can get gear, and of course they're done by days and whatnot. So you have your gold, you have your potions, which will stack up and be disproportionate to your gold. You have your abilities here, and of course the gear comes as well for their respective roles. This is a really good way to get some good gear for free, so I highly recommend you guys to be effective in there. Now you can see these are your different sections of the store, how it looks like for someone who's unlocked more, for instance. Collection, I don't think I have to go in here too much, but I guess just to show you guys the favorites. You can see Genie here. I'm trying to level him up and get his star level up, so I will put favorites on. You can see I will only see my favorites. I'm pretty sure Swaga has something somewhat similar to this, or similar to it, and I can see, rank them all. I want to rank them all by gear tier, and you can see some of them flip around here. Or if I'm going to do it by rarity, that's the star level, some of them will flip around again. So it just depends what you want to see. Spells, you can do the same thing here. You can see I have a lot more level unlocked here, and I've actually didn't realize how many I did have unlocked, but close to all of them. And talismans, you can see here, yes, some of these I did pay for, I'm not gonna lie, but some of them were free. Like this one was free, some of these other ones were free. The Mrs. Incredible was free, so there's a good amount that I do give up for free. But that's the cool part about DSA, they do give you things for free. And also, again, for those of you who are free to play, they do allow you to watch 5 ads of Grand Energy and 5 ads of Campaign Energy a day. They also allow you to watch 3 ads to get 9 gems. And 9 gems, if you do 365 days a year, that's a lot of gems. So I highly recommend you guys to watch these 3 ads. They're usually about 30 seconds or less, so why not? In the store, you also can watch 10 ads a day, and you can get 10 out of 10 daily limit, and they give you some gear. I think this is going to be really helpful for the newer players. You get some good hard extracts here. You get level tier 4 gear and tier 3 gear, so it'll be good for you guys to really stack up on these. And also you get some strange fiber, some golds, and also 20 gems a day if you watch all 10 ads. So not bad for the free-to-play players. And they also have these campaign chests and loyalty chests, which you can unlock by doing more campaign levels, and loyalty chests by completing your daily activities. Here you can see you will get a loyalty coin as well, and they give some pretty good things like 30 to 50,000 gold and some characters unlocks and pretty good and decent gear. And you can see these are my daily activities I have to do, but I haven't redeemed them yet. And you can see in arena battles here, these are the PvP battles you have to do every day. Club dungeon, donations to club members, and these are things that allow you to get really good club rewards. You can see here you can get 12 if you get 1200 for getting 17 more wins, which you're going to do because I haven't done mine yet, so we're definitely gonna hit that for sure. In lifetime, you can see here gems and lifting tokens again, same thing. Events here, a little different. You can see what it looks like, I guess, from my perspective here. You can see what they look like, what I need. They tell you the requirements, and that's pretty much it. Now, I will say for sure DSA is much more friendly in terms of free-to-play players, I would say, than Swaga. I would say Swaga, of course, currently has more content for players, but I would say Swaga only has more content for players who have been in the game for a while, not necessarily new free-to-play players. I would say for free-to-play players, both games would new free-to-play players, both games would seem to have a lot of content right now, but I believe DSA will have more content for sure once raids comes around and you are in the early stages of the game still. So this is definitely the best time to get into the game because raids about to drop, and I hope this beginner guide was helpful in trying to give you guys perspective on the game of what to expect and what it looks like, and just navigating the whole game, because I know that can be very difficult and confusing because, like I said, I just started Swaga and I was like, this is really confusing and difficult. So I hope this guide for my new DSA players, you guys can figure out just understanding how to navigate through the entire game. Now, of course, this is not a farm guide, this is not a character guide or anything like that. So I do have videos for those if you guys want to check them out. Go into my channel, you can look at all my DSA vids there, and I'm sure there'll be one that's going to be very beneficial for you. So anyways, guys, this is Dragon Soul Games. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. We are approaching 100 subscribers, so we're growing pretty well and pretty fast as well. And check out the Twitch stream as well. Check out our Discord. Follow us on Twitter. And I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic day being a summoner and sorcerer in Wonderland of DSA. So, guys, this is Dragon Soul Games signing out. Have a good one.